So, CBS Sports, hello. How are we doing? You know, the only way that this whole video sake is even being made is because the fact that you have appeased the Houday Nation by suggesting one of these trades to be in correlation to one named Justin Jefferson. And because of that, this video is being made. If not, this video would never, ever be made. Because I would say the Bengals do not trade up or down in the NFL draft. This is absolutely ridiculous. They do not do that. No, my bad. Correction. In the first round, they don't. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, they're do it. They're absolutely do it. We did it last year. We did it for Cam Taylor-Britt. But for the first round, correct me if I'm wrong, the last time we did it was in the 90s. So, we don't do it. We don't trade up or down in the first round. So I wouldn't even entertain this. But then they said, hold up, Justin Jefferson. And my response is easy. All right, I'm listening. So let's talk about the non-Justin Jefferson ones first. Starting off right away, we have the Bengals trade up to pick 10. So we trade up to pick 10. And we give up the 18th overall pick, a second round pick, and a third round pick of this year. Keep in mind, we have 2 third round picks for the 10th pick. And who will we take? Well, they're saying that we obviously could trade all that up to take Brock Bowers or take an offensive lineman. I'll say one thing. If you trade all that up, which first off, I would be beyond ticked if this trade ever did happen. Because you're giving up so much draft capital, right? If you're trading up that much, you better be getting yourself the best player to ever play football for this team. Because that is a lot of draft capital. Talking about 3 could be starters. 1 should be as a first round pick, unless it's a backup right tackle, obviously, with that situation. But future first going to be a starter. Second round has to be a starter. And third round, yeah. So, let's just entertain this idea. So, they actually have us trading up with the Chicago Bears. Yeah, they have us trading up with the Chicago Bears. Wait. Am I stupid and I can't read? That says 9th. Trading up into the top 10. That's why. I can't read. 9th overall pick. That would be why. Okay. So they want us to give up these 3 picks for this 1 pick. I love how PFF says if we would just give up a first and a second, PFF would accept it. But CBS Sports is like, nah. Add in the third too. So these 3 picks, which I think would be stupid of us, but I'll entertain it because they say Justin Jefferson. And then we get the 9th overall pick. Now, for the 9th overall pick, Romeo Odunze is a very interesting option. Again, listen, if you're trading up all of that to get up to this spot of the number 9 overall pick, and look at this. Isn't this hilarious? Brock Bowers goes the pick before us. We trade up to the number 9 and Brock Bowers is already off the board. That's why, again, unless you 100% know, you're not doing this pick until the Bears are on the clock, right? But in this context, though, because, first off, they took the amount of people that would be pissed off that the Falcons got Brock Bowers when they already don't utilize Kyle Pitts in any capacity. And that has been the biggest issue for so many football fans, is the Falcons not utilizing Kyle Pitts when they had John U. Smith. They get rid of John U. Smith. They get Kirk Cousins. What they do? Go get Brock Bowers. That'd be hilarious. But no, at 9th overall pick here, I'm taking Romeo Odunze. I don't like, and I would never take a wide receiver in the first round, unless it is Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors, or Romeo Odunze. Those are the only three I'm taking in the first round. I'm not taking Brian Thomas Jr. in the first round, but this is a guy who is good enough to be a starting caliber player on our team right away. Absolutely right away. If it wasn't for Marvin Harrison Jr. being in this NFL draft, he would be the best guy in this NFL draft. And, like, okay, never mind. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Malik Neighbors, because, God, the LSU guy. There's two LSU guys. The Malik Neighbors is the best LSU guy. But no, he is easily a top 10 pick. And he is the third best wide receiver in this draft class. So, see, the only thing I will say, and this is the only thing, this is a very good class for wide receivers, and you can get really good ones later on. But I don't think you're going to match up Romeo Douzé here. You take the best option. You're losing T. Higgins next year. You're going and trading up for him. So that's the first one, okay? That's the first one. The first mock trade they have us doing. We trade up to the 9th overall pick, and we give up the first, second, and third round. I don't like the idea of giving up 3 rounds for one player, especially if we did do all that. I mean, I feel like you have to take best player available. That's Romeo Douzé. And even then, I'm not really too set on it. I know they said here about trading up for potentially an offensive tackle. You're not trading up for any offensive tackle in this draft. I think there's really good tackles in this draft, but I think you're probably just going to stick at a pick at 18. You're not giving up 3. You're just going to see how the board falls to you, because there's other options as well that you could go with. Quentin Mitchell or Taron Arnold is also an option, but again, like I said, it depends on how the draft falls to you. The second one they have here is we trade down. So we trade down with the Bills, which would be an interesting scenario because, if we're being honest here, this is technically a rival. I know we own them, but technically a rival. But where are they sitting at? They're sitting at 28. So we're going to be going back to pick 28 here, and we give up the 18th pick and 237. So our last 7th round pick. We get back the 28th overall pick. We also get the 60th overall pick and 133, which in context is a 2nd, a 4th, and a 1st. So we get an extra 2nd and a 4th to move back 10 spots. I feel like if we would get more of a haul to make this work. I feel like personally. I feel like if we did do this trade, I feel like we would get a little bit more of a haul. 67% accepted. And they did accept it. Wow, I didn't even have to force that trade. Alright, so now picking at pick number 28. This is where things get interesting. Johnny Newton's still on the board. He falls drastically here. Keep in mind, this would put us at pick 49 and 60 for the second round. Probably take Johnny Newton in the first round here. Second round, oh, that's not a question. Give me Troy Franklin. Troy Franklin from Oregon. This is going to be interesting. Jachavian Sanders. Oof. Okay. Next pick. Going corner. That was a reach. That was a reach. I'm not even gonna lie to you though. That one was definitely a reach. I wouldn't be against the idea of going double tight end in this draft. But I do like Hunter as well. See, I don't... okay. Not against the idea there. I find... I don't know why I'm starting to think we're going to take a punter sometime in this draft. And if we do, I will laugh. I will laugh on video. I will laugh during the live stream if we take a punter in this draft. I think it would just be a funny scenario. We take a punter sometime. I don't know when it would be, but it would be sometime. Alright, so Where are they going to yell at me at? They're going to say I should have took Cooper DeJean over Johnny Newton. I'd rather have Johnny Newton. I don't regret that pick. So we trade down. We get a stud defensive tackle, a stud wide receiver, a stud tight end, a good corner, good guard, tight end, corner, tackle, defensive lineman, halfback, and tackle. Awards earned. Nice. Oh, because I got an A minus. Top 22% of NFL of Bengals drafts. So that's that one. Next one we have here is the happy one. This is the one we made the video for. So we trade T. Higgins, the 18th overall pick, and a 3rd round pick next year. So not this year, next year, for Justin Jefferson. I'd do it. I'd do it. Put it in. Send it right now. I'm ready. I'm ready. So, where's Minnesota? Minnesota, you're going to give us Justin Jefferson. By the way, they would never, ever. I love CBS Sports sometimes. I think they can be logical. This is not logical at all. This is not logical by any sleight of imagination. I think we would have to give up more than this to get Justin Jefferson. 18% chance accepted. See, again, this is what happens if we were to call them. Trade not accepted. There's no way. They would want way more than this. Am I missing something? 18th and a 3rd? Nope. That's exactly what it is. I think that they would probably want at least a 2nd rounder in there. Probably a 1st, a 2nd, and maybe a 3rd there, and T. Higgins. I couldn't see them doing it for just this, but that's what Pro Football Focus says. So we lose our... Okay, did not do that correctly. Let me try that again. So we lose our 3rd round, our 1st, and we lose T. Higgins. So we would not be picking in the 1st round of this NFL draft. I did not force the trade, by the way. That's why I kind of messed up there. Justin Jefferson, forced trade. I got to click on this, not this. And now the trade has gone through, and now the Bengals have Justin Jefferson. All right, so we have no 1st round pick. So not the 2nd round, boys. Imagine we just go Troy Franklin. I mean, listen. You're going best player available, my good sir. You would definitely go tight end there. You would definitely not go wide receiver. I don't know, though. Best player available? I feel like, I could find myself creating a reason why. If it's in the 4th round, TeAndre Sweat is dropping to the 4th round. I'm sorry, but I'm taking TeAndre Sweat if he drops to the 4th round. I get what he did was bad, and I get he needs to learn from what he did. But, I mean, at some time, you got to realize he is going to grow and learn. But he is a really great player as well. So, I'm going to give him another shot, another chance in life here. Yeah. Anyway, I want Myles Murphy. Give me Myles Murphy. Oh, man. You know what? The guy I haven't been... the guy we looked at yesterday. Where is he? Oh, he already got taken. Oh, dang it. His name's like Briggs or something. We took Myles Murphy over potentially take... No, Briggs went early. He went right here. This guy we looked at yesterday. He's actually really good. Well, really good for a 6th, 7th round pick. Okay. Let me not get it crazy here. I'll take a halfback. And... take a tackle again. Alright, what are they going to yell at me for? I earned one new award, apparently. I'm, like, really killing this, apparently. They said I should have took Spencer Rattler. I should have took Spencer, a quarterback, over a linebacker in the 3rd round. On the 4th round, I've given up on PFF. I should have taken a quarterback over a linebacker? Yeah, linebacker in the 3rd round. If we took a quarterback over a linebacker in the 3rd round, if we took a quarterback in the 3rd round, there would be a lot of conversations happening in Cincinnati. And what I mean by that is there would be so many people fired. All right, so is that all the trades? We got 1, 2, 1st round. Yeah, just those 2. Okay. So, guys, no, there's 3 technically, because it's a trade up, trade down, and a Jefferson trade. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next time.